Psychic Sundays with Amira live stream, and I'm taking super chat questions. I'm going to be doing first a pre-ordered super chat, anonymous person. If you do want to do an anonymous super chat in the future, you're most welcome to do so. All pre-ordered super chats are done first before any other super chats are done, and you can do that on my website amirasalon.com/contact. So what we have here is what's going on, Elaine. Tell me what's going on. What's happening? Tell me what's going on. Hi. Is everything okay? Do we have audio? Do we have visual? Do we have everything happening? Okay, just let me know. All right, so I have an anonymous super chat from Fluffy Bunny. The question is, does he miss me? What sort of contact will be trying to be make to me soon? Sounds good. Okay, thanks Brooklyn Miss. Hi, welcome. Hi Elaine. Hi Liliana. Welcome back. Hi Elaine. What's happening? What's going on? I don't know what's going on. What's going on with you? Do a shout out where you're from, a like on arrival, and we are doing super chat questions by donation. The donation button is below. The bigger the donation, the more in-depth the reading. All donations accepted. You can ask if you'd like to use certain cards, the Coffee Cup Oracle, which are available on Amazon, as well as the Love Oracle, AMIRA'S Love Oracle, or the Tarot. It depends also on the question. Sometimes I'll choose a particular card deck for that particular question. Okay, so Fluffy Bunny, we have the Karma card for you jumping out. Let's see what else is coming up. Dark male. He could have dark hair, dark eyes, dark skin, or not necessarily dark skin. All right. Happy Sunday to everybody, and also, or Saturday night, wherever you are. Likes on arrival, guys, would appreciate that, and any comments in the section. Where are you? What are you doing? Okay, communication is there for you, Fluffy Bunny. So I do feel like there will be a reach out of communication. Let's see what this communication is about. I feel like somehow he'll get a message through to you. I feel like also there is a way for him to call you. Okay, he's going to call you. I think they're allowed to have calls out of incarceration, but I'm not sure if you want them to record the call or they listen in on the call, but it's going to be more or less a love call anyway, so it's not going to be anything specific. I do still feel like there's money involved, like he wants somebody to give him money or he needs money. It could be that his ex is kind of supplying him with money in some capacity to get what he wants on the inside. Let's see what this communication is about. Also, his mother could also be giving him some money too. I'm seeing it just in, dribs and drabs, like $20 here and there, bits and pieces. Okay, eligible for parole. Wasn't a question that you asked, but it is coming up in my mind. I do feel like there could be an opening here of his eligibility for parole, maybe coming up sooner than later. He's worried about children. I don't know if that's his baby mama's child. He might want a family because we've got family here, or he's being controlled by the family. Okay. Gemstone here with the true gem engagement. I feel like there will be a proposal of some description coming your way. What is he feeling about you, and what is he actually going to offer you once he is released? Some of you might also get a message in somebody else's reading or through the cards. The message he's going to give you is that he feels stuck, he feels blocked, he feels like, you know, why would you want him? Why would you want to be with him moving forward? Does he have enough to offer you? Is he going to be, you know, the right person for you? He has maybe obstacles or doubts about that. Jumping card again. He has grown up in some capacity during this time away. He has been thinking a lot, focusing, thinking, mature man, contemplating things. What has he been contemplating? What does he actually want? I feel like he's stronger than you think he is. I know that it's not easy. He's been doing a lot of spiritual prayer, growth, ascension. He could be praying to, you know, whoever he is connected to. Blonde female is a female who wears a wig, dyes their hair blonde or red, or is a California girl, a Midwest girl. It could be you or somebody else. He's wanting to have fun. He's wanting a person that brings fun into his life. He doesn't want any dramas. So I feel like the ex is out of the picture. Let me cut a card for the ex. Okay. She might be trying to get pregnant again. I don't know if they have rights of, probably not, rights to have some sort of pregnancy in the facility where he is being held. She could also be accusing him of making her pregnant, or she might actually be pregnant with another child that may not be his at all, but she wants this child to be his. He also may want to have a family with you. So I feel like there is potential here. I feel like there is love here with this person, great connection, soulmate relationship. But I feel like also there's obstacles around him that he has to clear and create freedom. He might just want to be free and have fun to start off with. I kind of feel like he has to watch out that he doesn't go back into old patterns, which is going to get him back where he started. And that means that you have a man who is not going to be available and supportive and adds any value to your life at all, because he is not going to be in the community. He's going to be incarcerated. So yeah, I feel like you have to look at that very clearly. You could also attract a new love, because a new love for me is somebody completely new, somebody you've never met before, somebody who pops out of the blue. Could be a fellow colleague, co-worker, somebody that you meet in your profession. You're putting a lot of energy into this guy who's unavailable. I would be questioning yourself, why are you putting yourself into you know, all of your energy into this person who is unavailable? Also getting a neighbor or a friend being interested in you as well. So I hope that works out for you. Fluffy bunny, lots of love and blessings moving forward. Let me know what happens. We can always do an updated reading closer to the time, or if something else changes moving forward. All right. Hi, Elaine. How are you, my dear? Welcome back. How does D, who I have been knowing for almost 20 years, feel after I walked out the other day? Were you living with him? Did he feel, he was being disrespectful, and I do not tolerate disrespect. Good call on that. Is he a casual relationship that you've had for 20 years, or is he a permanent relationship that you've had for 20 years? If a man, you know, has you when he wants you, coming and going into his house, having sex, etc., you know, he's going to take you for granted and he's not going to respect you. So disrespect can come up through these sort of types of relationships, or what you would call a situationship. It might be, you know, you might have just had enough. Also, you might be ready for something more serious and more committed. You could be ready for something new. I am getting a P initial for you. He walked out of his casual relationship. Well, you know, you're asking for trouble if you've had a casual relationship with someone for 20 years. You're allowing them to do what they want with you without the commitment. So it could have suited you at a certain time of your life, but now, after 20 years, I kind of feel like you're kind of sick of it. There could be small talk gossip, hearing about someone through the grapevine. He could also be involved in a neighbor, or you could be the neighbor. Okay. How does he feel about it? You know, who really cares what he feels about it? It's really up to you and what you feel about it, like what you feel about your life, what you feel about what you're doing with your energy. You know, fun times. He might be just wanting to have fun, casual parties, events. You might meet somebody at a neighborhood party, a backyard, you know, get together, a cookout, something like that, some sort of neighborhood type of festive occasion. Let's have a look and see. How does he feel first? Let's just double check that. I don't think he really cares, honestly. That's what I'm getting. New love. He might have actually, you know, impregnated somebody, or he has a new love in his life. Could be a neighbor, and he could be acting out because he's taken you for granted. That's why he's being disrespectful. Dark male, not necessarily dark skin, true love potential. You know, there's something about he's kind of got karmic ties with you that you don't seem to be able to break or get away from. The easiest way to get out is just to block, delete, and move on. And don't take any calls or messages or answer the door when they come up to the doorstep. It's very easy. Okay. Is there any hope with you moving forward into a proper relationship with somebody else, I would say? If you're meant to be with this guy, you'd already be married to him. So inside 6 months, a man will propose and they'll know that you're the one. Is there any hope? Yes. You will be living with someone, property, real estate, residence. You'll have a normal life and a normal person, which is what you want. Past life, healing from the past. You've come into maturity and into your own wisdom about the situation that you're involved in. And it's almost like, you know, you may not really care what he thinks about it anymore. You know, who cares if you walked out of his house? Yeah, who cares, really? You know, he might be like raising one eyebrow is what I feel, but I don't feel like he's really taking anything too seriously, because he hasn't been taking you seriously the whole time, because you've been going in and out of his house for 20 years and doing what he wants to do. Yeah, so the respect may have been lost quite some time ago, unfortunately, or he might be just disrespectful towards women in general. Okay, my dear, so lots of love. Sorry to say, to call it out, Elaine, but it is what it is. Thank you, Amira. Right, yeah, sorry, pregnant. He's always doing something. Okay, all right. He's always doing something. Yeah, he's always up to something. He's always up to no good. I'd be looking at his neighbours. If you go back there at all, I'd be looking into his neighbours' windows. I would be making sure the neighbours know that you're there. If he's in an apartment block or something like that, or some way. But if you want to create something new, I would delete, block, and move on and bring in a new man. And don't talk about this ex-guy to anybody, because they're not going to respect you either. If you say that you've had a casual relationship with someone for 20 years, they're not going to respect you. So don't mention it to anyone. Just say, oh, you've had a boyfriend, but it didn't work out because he had a baby mama and you didn't want to get involved in all of that. End of story. Block and delete, yep. Okay. Liliana, looking at revamping my business and now add hair generation services. How does that look like, and when is a good time to open up these services? That could be good for you, Liliana. I'm just thinking, you know, men, women, everyone likes these sort of things. I'm kind of feeling like it may or may not really be you. But if it's easy for you to do and it's something that you're interested in, I feel like you could do it. It does rule the head, so I just want to see in your astrology if there's anything there to do with Aries in the head, because it really is about the head. The head of the snake is what I'm getting. Time-consuming work. A lot of people are going to Turkey for these hair things. A lot of people are going to Brazil is another place that's on the radar for these sort of treatments. Let me have a look at your astrology just to see where you've got the money. If you've got a male business partner who you feel is going to do a lot of the work, I feel like it could be the way to go, but it could be time consuming for you to dedicate that to your life. You do actually have Leo rising, so it could be something that you're interested in, but you also have Saturn in Leo, which could be that it could be just too hard. You know, Leo rules the mains, rules hair. It could be just too hard, the too hard basket. It also rules beauty and famous people in glamour in a certain way, television, etc. Transformation, definitely, in a Libra sense of the word, because you do have Pluto conjunct the Sun in your second house, along with Mercury in Virgo. So you do think about things analytically and kind of work out what the best thing is for you to do. I feel like I'm not getting a really strong yes with this hair restoration or revamping. I feel it's more to do with overall beauty, the body. Breast augmentation could come into it. I don't know if you could do some, if you could become a surgeon or do something with a surgeon. Overall beautifying people in an overall capacity. Transforming their whole look could be more of a Libran thing for you, and that's where your money is. Unless you outsource it to somebody else and keep it in-house. I feel like it's more like a male than a female. Let me cut a card for you on that. Yeah, if you have a male partner who actually has a lot of money to invest in a lot of these different treatments and machines and, you know, situations, then I think it's a yes, okay? But without a male partner who's going to be the one, you know, to kind of bring things on an upper level, then I don't feel like it's something you want to do all by yourself. Hi Becky, nice to catch you live as well. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for the likes on arrival. Cosmic Breath. We'll come down to you again, Liliana, in the next one. What's next in love? Who's coming in? Thank you so much. Have you been single for a long time? Tell me a little backstory. Engaged, single, married, dating multiple people, one person, and I'll go into that. I'll come back to you. Let me have a look at Liliana again. I can partner with the male. He does a lot of face treatments and I would do the hair, okay. As long as it's not too time consuming, because the Saturn there is like, oh, is this going to take forever to do? Is it going to be as easy, you know, as you would like it to be? Or is it going to take hours and hours and hours of your time when you could be using that time for something else? Hi Mitchi, welcome back. Hi Becky, welcome back as well. Oh, happy early birthday, Liliana. Your birthday's coming up. I'm going to wait for Cosmic Breath to come up. with a little backstory. Welcome to the channel. I like a little backstory, where you're from, where you are, etc. What's your current status? Have you been divorced, married? You know, what's your kind of general age, etc. Have you been single for a long time? Happy early birthday, Liliana. Thanks for the 15. Will I get us any surprise messages or phone calls? The chapter with the kids' dad is almost finalized. Thank God for that. Good, December is like closing out on that cycle. Closing out. I feel like you will get a message from a past love, past lover. I feel like it could be the man who has the woman in his house who won't leave. I think you're going to get a birthday message from him. That's my feeling on it. I also feel like you could actually go out on a date with somebody on your birthday week, somebody new. I'm seeing like candlelight dinners, dating, having a nice time, enjoying yourself, going somewhere special, kind of treating yourself to something. The home is coming out, real estate, okay. You might be upgrading the home, doing something with the home, some sort of renovation. You might even be looking at purchasing another property. I'm getting two names for you, Doug and Greg. So D and G coming up. I'm not sure who they are or if it's one of your past loves. Passion. There is somebody who is very passionate still about you, who wants passion with you. Who is this person? Any messages coming up for your birthday? Greetings, your birthday. Cards, timelines, messages, etc. You get messages from women, definitely. Your mother. Your mother might be wanting to host a party for you at her house or something like that. Family messages definitely coming in. Could be family from the past, family that you haven't heard from for a while. International people. I feel people living in Spain and Central America, South America. Could be kind of like a little bit of a reason for them to contact you, especially the Colombians, but they have maybe ulterior motives just to see where you're up to. Okay, dark hair, dark male, not necessarily dark skin, contacting you. Brunette female is you. Somebody from your career advancement. Ice King, somebody who's an entrepreneur, detached, boss. So you might have more of a business kind of situation and a family situation highlighted around your birthday that's going to be successful. The wining and dining romance, I feel, might come later on. Afterwards, you might have two different people to be looking at here. One of them could actually live near you. Neighbors, small talk, grapevine, hearing about someone through the grapevine. And the first card we did get was the house or the home. So somebody who is close to you, neighbor, friend, somebody around the corner, down the road, on the block. I feel like they drive a really nice car. I see it dark color, dark blue or black. I feel like it's more of a dark blue or a shiny metallic dark color, dark gray. I feel like it's quite a sleek car. It looks like a sedan. It looks very new. You might make a comment on it. Just say, oh, wow, that's a really nice car. Where did you get that from? Or something like that. Looks like a limited edition. Could be a Tesla. Could be a another car that might be less popular in general, that you haven't seen before, a new model coming out. You haven't heard from him in a long time yet. He might resurface just to say hi, happy birthday at some point or over the holidays. Yeah, so I wouldn't hold your breath, Liliana. I would be focusing on your new life, new position, new home, and also somebody coming in around your neighborhood or who wants to take you out somewhere nice. Okay, somebody new. All right, cosmic breath, here we go. Single, 5 years, no dating, just focused on yourself. Good. call. What's next in love? Who's coming in? Thank you. All right, let's do a couple of spreads on that. I'm getting an S sounding name, like a Sean. Reminds me of Sean Penn. I don't know why, but he's coming to my mind. Don't know if he's a well-known person, somebody in the media, somebody who's artistic or creative or successful in his own business, his own regime or routine. S. First, second, or last name, Sean. I don't know if you're looking for men or women, Sean, Sharon. Could be an S, either way. What's in store for Cosmic Breath? I feel like you're at a stage right now that your true love jumped out, but a few other cards did as well. And if you're a YouTuber and you have a channel, you'd like to receive a deck of my cards to use in your channel, you're most welcome to reach out to me as well. Okay, so Cosmic Breath, what's coming in for love? That could be first, second, or last name. I'm also getting a P and a D as well. You could have a number of different guys or people around you coming in. I'm getting a 4. 4 people, 4 days, 4 weeks. I'm also getting the words happy anniversary. So I don't know if you're celebrating an anniversary or a birthday or something around Christmas. December comes to mind. Long distance, foreign themes. This person could be foreign, not long distance. I wouldn't recommend a long distance relationship at all. New love, somebody you've never met before, an unknown person, somebody that is new to you. They could be very focused on their career, their business. They could be very successful at what they do, or you could also meet them through your career. But I feel it's more about them and their business. Open relationship. Keeping your eye out for somebody new. Something could start off as an open relationship, as in a casual relationship, until you bring up, you know, what is this intention? You know, what are your intentions here moving forward? And don't leave it too long. Be more discerning in who you're choosing these days. You've got a lot of options. Some of them are not living up to any sort of potential. A lot of people are attracted to you because of your energy and also your passionate feeling or chemistry. So I wouldn't be going with the chemistry. I'd be going with the whole compatibility, the full package, and see who else is out there. You might need to cull and delete quite a number of people, or do a declutter in your phone, or a declutter, block, delete, that type of thing. I'm also getting the name David. Birthday next week. Happy early birthday. You're looking for men? Okay. Hi, Amy. How are you? Hi, Arcana Rao. Hello. How are you? Nikki Fernandez. Hola, amor. Welcome back. Mitchi. Alexandra. Let's just do a clarifier. Andrea 54 Hector. Okay, I keep getting the words Christmas, Christmas, and then I just got Christmas is coming, Christmas is coming. So it could be that it's around that time that you feel like you're in a relationship, or it could be like opening a prize, opening a parcel. It looks like, you know, you found what you're looking for. It's like you're opening this beautiful gift that's come to you. And I feel like you have been praying and manifesting for this person to come in, and they will be a gift to you, a gift from God, judgment, gift from God in some capacity. You feel like it's taken a sweet time, taken too long, delays, you've been healing. Reverse is like, okay, it's over now. You know, the healing, the delays and all of that are over. Over Red Rover. And now we've got the Ace of Cups. Feeling very blessed, feeling like your cup is full of happiness, full of love for yourself, attracting love in, having your standards and boundaries, attracting love in. Also, the lotuses are also coming out, jumping out to me, so you might get some sort of water element for your apartment or home. It could be a water fountain or something with lotus or koi fish, something abundant. You could also look into the love corner, the light corner, or do a fountain like I have my Buddha fountain that I really like, and that is a tabletop fountain that is easy to place in a position for attracting and manifesting energy, moving the energy around in love, luck, finance, business, etc. Thanks, Cosmic Breath. Thank you for the 2222. Okay, Becky. I need help. Either giving this man another chance or moving on. You're also welcome to timestamp your reading after the actual video is published. Do let me know if the video is lagging. I have turned off the Wi-Fi on other devices, so I'm hoping that it's not going to lag. Sometimes it can be lagging on your side, sometimes on my side, so let's just have a look if that happens, being a Sunday. Okay, giving this man a chance or moving on. Deep healing and triggered a lot, anything you pick up career-wise. Okay. Sorry to hear that, Becky. Yeah, triggered a lot is not always a good sign. Look at the trigger. Look at what's under the trigger. Look at what's causing the trigger. I think when you're really clear about what you want and what you don't want is easier to decide if this is it, you know. Let's have a look, Becky, what's going on? Why is this happening? Should you be giving this other guy a chance? I'm kind of getting 70% no. You could leave a window open for a period of time and just see what he's offering. I mean, the only question to ask this man is, what are you offering me right now, today, that is different from what you have delivered in the past? And if he starts coming up with vague excuses, running his mouth, changing the topic, you know, you want to do a face-to-face and see really where he's twitching, and where his eyes are going, and where his avoidance is coming into the picture. Because men who don't like to answer a question will avoid answering it by giving a really general and lame kind of excuse, like, my favorite question is, what type of relationship are you looking for? And I give them 3 options: marriage, girlfriend, or casual. If they cannot pick one of those 3 multiple choice questions and give you some convoluted bullshit answer, then they're just playing games. Okay? So that is just an indication of kind of what to look for, as in a clear answer and also an action following up that answer. Let's do a spread for Becky. Okay. He feels like he's the head honcho. He feels like he's in charge. He's got a lot of passion, energy. He feels like he just can do anything he wants to do. He's like, oh, I'm this and I'm that, and I just do what the hell I want to do. You feel like you're in limbo because you haven't quite gotten the energy up yet to be clear about what you're doing. So I would say prayer, meditation, contemplation, isolation as well, kind of being isolated. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, that type of thing. I would kind of throw the question out, what are you offering me right now that's different to what you offered me before? Then retreat. I wouldn't give him another chance. You're feeling like you want to start a new journey, and this could be the start of a new journey, a new life, a new promise, a sort of spring in your step. If you don't allow this to continue over winter, it will happen in the spring, is what I'm feeling. It could be accelerated and happening earlier than later. So that's what I feel for you. You could also get a movement in your career, as in a new start, a new beginning in your career that could take you in a new direction. Lots of happiness to do with your career, health, finances. New man underneath as well that we haven't seen before. He's a King of Cups, very emotional, connected, offering you love, giving you a cup of happiness and filling your cup with love. So he could be on the other side of this situation, looking out for new horizons, new opportunities, and new directions with your career. Looking out is the answer for that one, until you find the right thing, and then everything is going to line up. Okay, Alexandra, how are you, my dear? Welcome back. Oi, Alexandra Moira. Thank you for the 19.99. He seems really nice and definitely putting in the effort. Yeah, often when an ex feels that you're kind of off with somebody else, they will come back. They feel the energy shift and that you've pulled away. That's one. Second thing is, if you need time to kind of regroup for yourself and kind of get your feelings back into yourself, then yeah, he's going to come back. Try to anyway. And the same message goes for you about asking that question to him. What are you offering me right now? Right now. That's different from before. And acting on it. Okay, Jeff recently came in. I feel like he could be a bridging gap to something. A bridge over troubled water. He feels like he is calm and he's content with his life. I would ask him what his intentions are moving forward in a relationship, any relationship, not necessarily with you. I do feel like he's fairly honest and there is a pure love connection there, or could be there with him. Letting your guard down. I wouldn't let your guard down until you feel you're ready to let your guard down. Keep it up as long as you like. If he's saying to you, you know, I feel that you're really guarded, just say, look, I just need a bit more time to let my guard down because I don't want to make any mistakes or choose the wrong person. So you have to prove to me that you're the right person, taking back control and power in your life. Okay? There could be some kinkiness in the bedroom as well that you need to sort of like discuss with him and see if it's on your level or not, or something that you're willing to partake in. He could have another side to him that you haven't discovered. So I'm being shown under the bed, like he's hiding something under the bed. He might have shoved something under the bed, or there's something that you haven't kind of seen yet, that you are yet to see. So if you can go in detached, I would say it could be a true love connection, yes. Otherwise, I would say ask more questions. Thanks, Alexandra. Obrigada, obrigada. Okay, Mitchi, how are you, my love? Welcome back. Greetings, Amira. Lots of love and stars. Whatever comes out, insights and advice. Okay, Mitchi, any particular topic you would like to look at? And I'll come back. Nikki. Are you going to be able to work from home, or will you have to be in store, which is a better outcome? Okay. That was a jewel. Yes, we like jewels, we like diamonds, and we like sapphires. We do like jewels. Let's have a look at Mitchi. What's going on for Mitchi? I might do actually for Mitchi the Coffee Cup Oracle, which is available in Spanish and English worldwide on Amazon. My 2 decks are available in 7 languages. The Love Oracle is available in 7, and the Coffee Cup in English and Spanish. Jumping fish for you, Mitchi. So abundance coming in for you. You're definitely manifesting something here that is beautiful. Okay. You might also need some sort of fish in your life, like a feng shui element. This is my little fish here. Chinese fish. Or you might need actual koi, or you might need some sort of manifestation of fish, but that's abundance and luck. So your luck's turning around, or it has turned around already. Let's have a look what else for Mitchi. Workplace environment offered as job leader. Yeah, it's more money. If there's a lot more money involved and it's worth the job itself, then it's a yes. You can ask also for more money, because I feel like love's on your side. So that ties in with that question. What else is in store for Mitchi? You might even, if you haven't already purchased a property, you might be looking at properties or discovering properties, or you might get some sort of investment property come up in your life. Let's have a look. You're being protected. There are eyes on you, maybe at work. Envy, protection. People might be trying to deceive you, go behind your back, cut you down, but I do feel there's protection there. And it's also a message for you to be a little bit more, you know, keep your cards close to your chest, be more cunning. And also something happening around the next full moon. So we're coming off a full moon now, so that could be when this property pops up, and you might settle or have a decision about it on the next full moon. Don't trust anybody at work. They're all adversaries or hidden enemies, unless they're open enemies at this point in time. Don't tell them what you're up to. Some other people might be going for the same position, and the authorities in charge might be trying to play one off against another, but they've already decided who they want, and I feel like they want you. So just kind of, if you want the job, it's going to be up to you. So it's going to be pros and cons in everything. Accepting your eccentricities. Okay, hearts and flowers. There could also be some romantic gesture here coming in from someone who is different to who you normally go for. You're going to feel a lot of peace and serenity coming up. I don't know if it's an investment property, sort of somewhere that is not where you live, and I don't know where you are, but I'm kind of getting Georgia, or something that looks like Georgia, kind of in the countryside, or something kind of around in a neighborhood that is not normally where you are looking. You could even think about maybe retiring at some point somewhere else. And that's why you're getting some sort of investment property set up for some reason. It could also be a foreclosure. It could be a property that needs work done over time. Depends how much control and how much headaches it's going to give you. That is also going to be in consideration. Okay, new love, playfulness and cooperation. You're going to meet somebody who's going to give you a lot of joy. I wouldn't say to them immediately that you've got this new property. I would just say, you know, you might have a property coming to you through an inheritance or something like that, or there could be something that needs work done or something or other. I am getting an R sounding name, like a Rob, Robert, Rodrigo, Richard. Even, I think you've already decided about the job in some capacity. You just kind of needed communication. But the most important thing that's coming up for you, I feel, that overtakes the job situation is a relocation home purchase, new love situation or more love in your life, and playfulness and enjoyment. So it's looking really good. Is Georgia good? As long as it's in a safe place where it's not going to get broken into, etc. You might have tenants there. Action and freedom. There could be somewhere that gives you more freedom and action. And you're going to act on it quite quickly. Yeah, something didn't sit right at first at the job, yeah. Lead teacher. You could easily teach anywhere, I feel. Anywhere at all. Thanks, Mitchi. Most welcome, and welcome back, and thanks for always showing up. And you're welcome to timestamp your reading. It'll be at 45 minutes, before 45 minutes. Okay, Nikki, hola amor. Are you going to be able to work from home, and which is a better outcome? Okay, good question. Let's do a little tarot for Nikki Hernandez. Starting at 46 minutes. Any last order super chats, please get them in now before we close. After Nikki, if nothing else has come in, I'll be leaving the chat open for 30 seconds and then closing. And I appreciate all your attendance, and also like, subscribe, shares, and coming back with more juicy questions for the next live. You know I like a juicy question. Hi, Arcana Rao. Yeah, welcome, welcome. And here we go. Nikki, work from home, or will I have to be in store? I'm getting 2 days. I don't know if it's 2 days at home or 2 days in store. It could be a split, getting 2 days. 2 days in, 2 days out. 2 days in, 3 days out. 3 days in, 2 days out. Let's have a look. Which will be the better outcome? Let's have a look. You're kind of a bit sick and tired of this environment. I don't know why, but it could be toxic people, toxic environment, too much noise, too much commute, too much drama, too much money spent on gas, that type of thing. There will be an offer made, or you're going to make an offer to them or a suggestion to them. You might want to start something fresh and new, as in a new situation set up. You're indecisive about really what the best thing is to do. You will get an answer directly to you. What are they going to say? Could be more lucrative for you to work from home. You might even pick up something else, or get more done at home. You might be more passionate. It could be in line with your passions at home, but you're still a bit confused about it because it's kind of out of your comfort zone. There's a lot of indecisiveness here. You've got 2 indecisions here. There might need to be like a sweetener put on the top, like a cherry on the top. Like, if I work from home, you know, I have to be, you know, given X, Y, and Z, you know. Could be also good for tax purposes as well, to claim part of your house as a tax write-off. And we do have more money here. So the money's there. The money's coming in with a decision that you will make. You will make a decision that involves more of a money outcome than anything else, and also a satisfaction outcome more than anything else. You have been kind of like stressed about the situation or worried about it. Hasn't been easy to decide. Last minute super chats, everybody, or pre-order super chats for the next live reading. I might even do a collective at the end. We're just going to have to see the energies, what's going on. Any more news for Nikki? Any more news for Nikki? You don't want your family to distract you too much either. you're kind of feeling like, okay, are they going to be too much of a handful? There could be something to do with a car, like if you didn't need to use the car so much, or your partner or whoever you're with could take your car, it would be a better, you know, might be better to have one car less or something like that. It could be more lucrative in the family situation than not. So there could be sort of like a decision made with a partner, a family member, or somebody that you're living with. Most welcome, Mitchi, was most welcome indeed. Arcana, you seem to have put a message in and retracted it. Yep. Nobody works for free, and there is a time energy exchange. So anyone who does free readings, I don't believe that they're really that accurate either. So let's have a look and see. General reading collective. Thanks. Thank you, Nikki. You're the best. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's have a look. General collective reading starting at 51 minutes, 30 seconds. Let's have a look for the general collective coming off the full moon for the next month. Let's look at October. Happy October, everybody, and happy birthday to all the Librans. Happy birthday also to Megs, who is not here today. She's probably celebrating a birthday somewhere. Seem to have a lot of Librans here, and also a lot of Pisces, Cancerians, some Virgos. Put a shout out what your star sign is if it's something different. Okay, let's do a general collective for October. I might do sign by sign, like I did in the last reading, sign by sign, starting with Aries through Pisces. Thanks, Mitchi. Thank you, thank you. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the coffee. All right, sign by sign, starting with Aries. What's in store for October? Okay. Trying to make a decision, Aries. You might be confused about something. There's decisions to be made. Could be illusions, disillusions, or you feel somebody's betraying you or deceiving you. But you're going to cut through that quite quickly. I don't feel like it's going to be lingering anytime soon. Some of you might be also thinking about going somewhere where there's a castle. Castle's jumping out to me here. Could be somewhere in Germany, somewhere in Europe, somewhere in France. Planning a trip. Okay, Taurus, what do we got for you for October? Looking at starting an import-export situation. Could be an online business, looking further afield. Looking at living closer to the seashore, looking at going abroad or moving somewhere different, looking at being more of a trader, whether it's an online trader or an actual trader of goods and services. Gemini. Some money coming to you, Gemini, that you're not expecting. Could be coming from a female person. You might get a gift. You could get a sister comes up. She might give you some money for some reason. Could be money to hold. I don't know why I'm getting that. I'm also getting a German link with this card as well. I don't know why. Some of you might be also learning a new language or spending a little bit of money, investing a little bit of money on a new course. Cancer. Star is born, Cancer. Your star is rising. You're feeling like you're in your element, at the top of your game. I'm a Cancer, so I can relate to that. Little birdie tweeting around you, sitting on a branch. You might hear some news, okay, about an opportunity to do with more expansion in your growth of your star rising. Pragmatic solutions is a word that's coming to me. Dipping your toe in the water but not going all the way yet. just feeling it out, and also doing some sort of rituals by the sea, using more saltwater therapies and saltwater remedies. Cancer. Okay, just double check. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. Stormy weather, Leo. Stormy weather, the clouds jumping out at me. Stormy weather might be that you need to go somewhere. If you are in a hurricane area or somewhere, a typhoon area, you might need to go somewhere else. You might feel devastated. You could also be quite exhausted. I don't feel like anyone's really stabbing you in the back. You might get some sort of female jealousy around you. But overall, I feel like there could be time. It could be a warning not to get exhausted, and also to avoid any sort of stormy weather. Virgo. Thinking about the past, Virgo, thinking about what's been and gone, thinking about why this has happened, why it hasn't happened yet. Holding hope for something that has lost hope. So the advice for this one for Virgo is letting things flow, letting things go downriver, let things flow downstream. New life expecting downstream, or expected downstream. Libra, Ace of Swords, feeling very, very positive about something, winning a battle, winning a court case. Rays of light coming out of the clouds are jumping out to me this time. Also the jewel on the sword is jumping out. You could get an epiphany, a vision. You could also get some sort of new engagement ring for your birthday, entwined in your birthday. You could also graduate from something. Getting this is like a graduation ring. You could get some sort of graduation, graduated from college, university, passing exams, feeling like you have, you've got something in charge, you've taken back control and charge of your life. Basic and overall victory to do with anything that you have been fighting for, either personal or professional or legal. Okay, what do we got here? Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's have a look. Chariot. Could be a Cancerian in your life. Could be somebody who has an exotic background to you. Somebody from the east or the northeast. Somebody from Turkey. Somebody from Uzbekistan or one of the stands. Could be also moving forward with balance and determination and serenity. The move could happen in 7 days from today. You might feel it's time to move on, time to move forward. Sagittarius, let's have a look for Sag. Oh, very nice, Sag, 2 of Cups. You might be connecting with a lion, a Leo, somebody very passionate about you. You could also be doing something with medicine, with healing. This snakes are sort of jumping out at me. Feeling like you have a tete-a-tete or a nice partnership with someone, a beautiful harmony with somebody, a new relationship blossoming and blooming that feels very equal and balanced to you. Sagittarius, so that's looking real good. Next sign is, what's after Sagittarius? Capricorn. Capricorn, why are you crying? Capricorn, I feel, despite the card, this pops out to me first, which is performing. You might be deciding to perform on stage. You could be stressed out about it. You might be quite musical. There's a lot of musicians who have very strong Capricorn in their chart, or they're Capricorn sun. Whether they're singers, whether they're guitarists. David Bowie was a Capricorn. If you look up all of the different singers and their star signs, you'll find there's a lot of Capricorns. Dolly Parton, I could go through a whole list of them. I don't have it written down, but I could go through a whole list. Please put a like on arrival, everybody coming in now. I'll be closing after Pisces if no one else does a super chat. I feel like you're stressed about a performance. Something you've got to present, perform. Could be presenting something in the workplace or the college. And I don't think you have to worry about it. Aquarius. This is a very Aquarian vibe to it. Things up in the air, all over the place. Lots of surprises. The stars here are jumping out to me. So I feel also your star is rising in some capacity. You could be reaching a wider audience, having more friends, casting a wider net, having more ideas about something, trying to decide something. A lot of the options and choices you have right now are not really suited to what you want. Okay? Not really suited to what you want. You kind of feel that you're waiting for the right thing to come in. You're waiting for the right option to come in, and that option hasn't presented itself first or yet. The wizard is working with you, for you, and the manifestation is working with you and for you. So just keep going with that. You could get the assistance of somebody who is non-gender specific or is in the gay community. Pisces. Okay, Pisces. Holding the world in your hand, Pisces. Blossoming with the flowers. The flowers here are jumping out to me. Feeling like you have a love. They might not be with you right now, but you're working on being together. They could be traveling too much. The land of the rising sun does come to me. Japan, and I was watching a video about people buying very cheap properties in Japan lately. Some of you might be thinking about moving abroad, taking off in a new direction, jumping the wall, waiting for the right moment is also the main situation here with you, is waiting for the right moment. You're feeling very serious, Pisces, and there's kind of no reason to be too serious. Let bygones be bygones is what I'm getting. Let the past go. Hanging on too much to the past, and that's kind of keeping you stuck and trapped. So I feel like once you let that past go, cut it off, delete it, and move on, I feel like you'll be moving into new territory. And you've already chosen the territory because you've got the world in your hands and you're looking out over the water towards new horizons. The rising sun, the mountains, the sea. Could be anywhere and anything. Lakes, sea, mountains. And you've decided, but you need the past needs to be severed before anything can happen. Thanks, Pisces. Okay. 2 more super chats, then we're going to log off. Pisces moon. Thanks for your super chat. Any new love coming in for you? Let's have a look. Might just have a little sip of water. Being in the right place at the right time. I feel that you are going to be, or you are now in the right place at the right time. I'm also getting the words Jekyll and Hyde, so make sure that the person that you're talking to isn't like a bipolar weirdo or somebody who is showing 2 personalities or double-faced. Lots of money. Somebody coming into your life who has an inheritance of money. Could be overseas, could be international, could be European. Crazy times are here. I'm hearing the word crazy times are here. But I feel crazy good, not crazy bad. Once you sort out this bipolar person, I feel like you're going to be all set. Jekyll and Hyde person. Pisces moon. Any new love? I feel it's a yes, a definite yes for you. Yep, victory's there for you. 100% yes. Moving on. Could be somebody overseas, far away, or somebody that you connect with or comes in around you. So don't worry about where you are. Sometimes people travel, and sometimes you need to be just settled in one place and that person will come to you. Yeah, moving. If you do move, because you've got 2 moving cards here, that's where you're going to meet the person. There could also be a Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. They could also be exotic to you and your culture. Okay. Hi, Kaya. How are you, my dear? Fascism, how are you, my dear? The magistrate said that I couldn't claim to be guilty if I'm not and go to trial. She pushed me and filmed me pushing her back, guilty or not. Okay, I'm just thinking about that one. Just thinking about that one. The magistrate said that you shouldn't claim to be guilty if I'm not and go to trial. She pushed you and filmed me pushing her back, guilty or not. I feel if you go in with a kind of humble approach of, I understand that my reaction to this person was incorrect and I should have probably just walked away, but I've been working on my triggers and defenses, and know that if somebody does something, you don't have to kind of mirror their bad behavior. I would say go to trial and play the card of the reformed innocent party, as in reformed, like you wouldn't do it again. I don't know why this person wants you to go to trial, like why it would get to that point. You don't want a criminal record, that's definite. Guilty or not guilty. And what happens if you do get a criminal record? You have to do public service, or you'll have to do community service or something else. And it could actually give you a tarnished record. Good night, Mitchi. Thank you, thank you. Or pay a fine. How much is the fine? So if you're guilty, you pay a fine. If you're not guilty, you don't pay a fine. Okay, that's good. Thanks, Nikki. What would you like me to focus on, Blissful? Just let me know. Whereabouts are you, Kaya? And how long have you been single? How much is the fine? Okay, I'm getting the word scot-free. I think you'll get off scot-free. I don't think you had any other witnesses. $800. You could drag it out. You could drag it out. I feel like it might be swept under the carpet for a while. I think it's going to take time. I think she's just tooting her own horn. She has a lot of psychiatric records. Okay, that could have been the sword card on her part. She might have been in some sort of institution prior. She might have done it on purpose, actually, to try to get some sort of claim. Yeah, I would go to court and go with humility, but I think that your lawyer will act aggressively, like pull up all the dirtiness on this person. I did get the word scot-free. I hope it's right, and I hope you... She stole 5K of his stuff. Okay. Well, in that capacity, she might have to pay you back. Will she have to pay you back? Delays. She might actually, she might delay the case. You could countersue her. That can happen. A lot of people do that. You could countersue her for loss of property, and she might then just let it go or settle or drop charges. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I would do. I'm getting the word scot-free, so I feel like maybe there'll be a settlement out of court and you won't have to go to court. Okay. Hi, Kaya. How will I meet the one and when? Also, what might be the one like? Okay. Yes, and you've been around sick people a lot, like in professionally, etc. So you're probably used to it. So it's kind of like a pattern of helping sick people. Yeah. I think more and more people are going to get background checks on other people for whatever reason. You know, allowing them into your house, etc. Okay, let's have a look. You could also send the police over to where she lives to get your stuff back. That could also happen too. You could file a claim this person stole your stuff. I think there's something else you can do that could actually tip the apple cart in your favor that you haven't done. And don't be scared about it. All right. Kaya. Vancouver, single for a few years. Who is this person like? When will they come in? How and when? Let's do a spread for Kaya. Getting a C name like a Colin. Colleen, I don't know if you're into men or women. Colin is coming up strong. C, first, second, or last name. Instant past life connection. I feel like you might meet them downtown. So try to go out more where you like to go out. Chemistry, passion. I feel like it's in a shop or a cafe or a bar or something like that. Something kind of cruisy. Somebody you've never met before. There could be an instant attraction. I would definitely meet somebody in person if I was you. There could be communication, texting, online, but you could actually say, look, meet in person as soon as possible. They could also bring you a gift or be quite generous. They could also be quite spiritual. They could be mature. Dark hair, obstacles. If you feel like you're waiting for your twin flame, that could be the obstacle. And a fair male, lighter than darker skin tone or eyes. That's what I feel for you. When is a tricky one. I'm getting a 4 around it, 4 weeks, 4 days, 4 months. Okay, blissful. What are your energies right now? Full moon. Marriage and friendship. I feel like they clash, my friends and partners. You can keep it separate. You can have like separate life. Your friends, you can do stuff with them, and then your partner, you can do stuff with them. You don't have to bring it all together and make it one happy family. You know who your partner is and you know who your friends are, so you don't really need to explain anything to anybody. There could be fighting over your energy and attention as well. have a look for you, my love. Let's have a look for you. This is the last super chat. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. Anyone else who puts one in last minute will go first on the next live. Any messages for Blissful Oracle? Let's have a look. I'm getting the word stick to your guns. Just do what you want to do. Karma. There's some karmic people maybe being released from your life. There could be some troublemakers there in your friend circle who might be trying to whisper in your ear about your boyfriend or husband. Okay? Trying to block you or block pathways. They could be jealous, secretly jealous. You might have outgrown them in some way. There could be an outgrowing of energy there. There could be some gifts there that they're wanting from you, especially if you've got a business that has gifts involved in or products involved in your work. Or they might be wanting to work with you or have you as a work person. Your partner actually might be the one to listen to more here, I feel. He could be the one that is actually going to give you more of a solid tie. Take back your power and control. You might just need some time out to think by yourself. Someone around you is giving you limited potential. It could be a distance theme, or if your partner is still at a distance, that could be the reason that you're not with him and that there's a distance thing going on that you are feeling the energies about right now because of the full moon. Yeah, I feel like the full moon this time and the past new moon was a little bit of a tricky one. Indeed. Moral to the story for you, I feel like, is don't try to please everybody. Just please yourself, and if you're pleased, then whoever else wants to cooperate with you, cooperate is the key word, is going to be pleased as well. Okay, jumping cards. Soulmate. Yep, be more discerning about your relationships. Also mother-in-laws, interfering people like mother-in-laws types, ice queen types, or being more discerning. Soulmate, great connection relationship. I feel like you might lean more towards your partner and work out whatever you need to work out with him. Thanks, Blissful Oracle, lots of love, and yeah, don't feel like you need to do anything quickly. Just kind of sit it out, see what's going on, and then make a move. Okay, my loves, take care, lots of love, and I'll speak to you soon.